Senator Cayetano has the floor.
Mr. Chair, our apologies to our resource persons that we had to run to the plenary of the Commission on Appointments. But we stopped, Mr. Chair, when we were talking about the deposits from clients or the 1 billion peso. No? And ang sabi nga ni Mr. Chu, ito ay, sir, proceeds nyo from yung binenta nyong shares ng ANI. No? So sa lahat po ng kumpanya nyo, ang kumikita po yung ANI.
Correct.
Okay. And so it made 192 million in 2011, but it lost 798 million in 2012.
That's a write-off of biological assets, intangible assets.
Okay. And then it made 22 million in 2013. Tama po. This is a listed company.
Listed company.
Kano po ang market cap nyo ngayon?
After all this crisis, the market cap now is below 2 billion.
Below 2 billion. Before this crisis, let's say 1 year ago.
1 year ago, the market cap, upon the investment of Black River, the market cap is at least around 4 to 5 billion pesos.
4 to?
4 or 5 billion pesos.
Before the investment of Black River.
Black River put in 1.3, so before Black River, it's about 3 billion.
3 billion, no? Gaano karaming shares ang binili ng ano?
Black
ng
River invested 1.3 billion pesos for 28.11%.
One-third.
Roughly one-third.
Oh. And before they invested in, ang total assets ito kasi yung history ng kumpanya, no?
Yes.
In 1997, ang assets mo was 727 million. 1998, it was 438 million. 1999, 1.5.
Sir, you're referring to 2007, 2008, 2009, I believe.
Hindi ba ho, 97, meron na hong ani?
Yeah, pero not in the hundreds of millions kasi...
Okay, sorry. Yes, tama ka. In 1997, 727,000 pesos.
You're correct, Your
Okay.
Honor.
In 1998, 434,000 pesos. In 1999, 1.5 million pesos. Wala sa 2000, wala akong info. 2001, 2.8 million. 2002, naging 2.2 million ang inyong assets. 2004, 1.2 million. 2005, 12 million. 2006, 18 million. 2007, 335 million. No? So what happened between 2006 and 2007 na from a 20 million peso company, you suddenly became a 300 million peso company?
Your Honor, nag-solicit po ako ng investment from friends and relatives for the increase in authorized capital stock for the expansion of the company.
From what to what yung increase mo?
I think you have the information there, Your Honor.
So hindi rin sa'yo yun, nag-invest sila?
Nag-invest sila.
Okay. Kasi, Mr. Chu, hindi ko na pahabayan, no? And we'll give you the opportunity whether today or in the next hearing. Tinignan ko parang pinapaikot-ikot lang yung pera eh. At hindi ko makita kung kailan ka naging from a person with 1 million to a person with 300 million with a person with a billion. Yung isang kumpanya just invest in the other company. Can we go to I'll continue that and you can respond. But sa slide 24, no? May dalawang BVI companies na nag-invest sa in Greenergy and or Agri-Nurture. Tama ho ba? Yung 3-Star Capital and yung Southern Field Limited.
Correct, Your Honor.
Okay. Ang may-ari po ng 3-Star Capital, kayo din po?
Correct.
100%?
100%.
Okay. Yung pong Southern Field Limited, si Mr. Rene Richard Salazar.
I think he's a nominee of the shareholder.
Sino ho ang tunay na shareholder?
The shareholder is a friend in Hong Kong that invested yung subscription ng
Okay.
capital.
So that goes to my next point. But before that, sa next slide, no? Etong kaibigan nyo po,
Kaibigan ko.
Your friend.
My friend.
bakit kailangan pa niya ng nominee? Ba't
Well-
hindi na lang siya mag-direct ang mag-invest?
Normal din po yun dahil kailangan ng nominee for execution ng mga documents, Your Honor. Like pag nasa Philippines, di ba?
Yes, but hindi normal na kukuha sa British Virgin Islands ng kumpanya na yung nominee mo magbubuo pa doon and then pupunta pa dito. He could have gotten a lawyer here, he could have put up a corporation here and let the corporate officers invest here. Pero sa BVI company pang ginawa niya. So, it's not really normal.
No, normal po yan sa business sector,
Sige.
Your Honor.
What's the name of your friend?
Neil Tang,
Neil Tang. Okay. He's a Chinese national?
Hong Kong national.
Hong Kong national. Okay. So let me go, Mr. Chair, to the next point. Attorney Richard Salazar is a partner or was a partner of the Binay, of Abi Binay or Attorney Subido. And if you look at the address, third floor, Value Point Executive Building, 227 Salcedo Street, Legazpi Village, no? And in this news article, someone claimed that he's the Una lawyer, no? Next slide, please. So, Southern Field Limited currently owns 8.4 million shares in ANI and 55 million shares in GHI. Tama po?
It's to be validated pero hindi po significant.
Okay. And Southern Field Limited is a corporation duly organized and existing under the law of British Virgin Islands with company number 660730, etc., etc. And Attorney Salazar is a partner, was a partner, no? Next slide, please. Para hindi na tayo humaba dahil time press daw tayo. Bakit British Virgin Island? Number one, Mr. Chair, kasi maximum security of assets including the ability to transfer domicile. Ibig sabihin kung may problema ka sa bansa mo, if you are a whatever, no? Ikaw ay diktador at palalayasin ka sa bansa mo, pwede ka pa rin meron ditong kumpanya, pwedeng nakatago diyan pera mo. Number two, the directors may protect the assets of international business company for the benefit of the IBC, its creditors, and its members by transferring its asset to another company, trust, foundation, or association or partnership, and merge or consolidate with other company or foreign corporations in another accommodating jurisdiction. Ibig sabihin po, sa batas nila yung pinattern nila yung batas nila na yung korporasyon o yung hawak mo doon na korporasyon o pera, madaling emerge o ilipat sa ibang mga jurisdiction o sa ibang bansa, no? Third is that the international business companies are exempt from all local and tax and stamp duty. Ito yung sinasabi ni Mr. Chu na normal, meron naman po talaga nagtatayo doon, not because ayaw nila malaman sino or emerge, kung hindi dahil mas mura sa tax, no? But it depends sa sariling tax laws ng mga bansa. For example, the United States, naghigpit sila ng sarili nilang tax laws, and if it is proven that you go to BVI to escape taxes, ay makukulong ka sa Amerika. Lastly, maximum confidentiality and anonymity are provided by BVR bearer shares being available by the absence of any requirement to file any organizational or accountancy information with the Registrar of Companies. So yung shares mo sa kumpanya na yon, yung hawak mo, madali pong ilipat yon at hindi na kailangan ng maraming klase po ng mga certification sa bansa. Can we go to slide 30? Ito po ay pinakita ko na kanina. Then let's go to slide 31, no? I was trying to trace, no? My mind's not that graphic, no? But 31 please, slide 31. Ito po ang lumalabas kung paano mo malilink, no? In terms of yung relationship. Yung Chongs, kasama sila sa Meriras Realty Corporation Director, si Mr. Jerry Limlingan at yung wife niya. Kasama din po ang wife ni Mr. Limlingan sa Omni. Si Tomas Lopez, yung wife niya, nandyan din sa Omni. Yung Agri-Nurture, nandyan din po si Tomas Lopez. And then, nandyan din po yung Southern Field Limited through Attorney Richard Salazar. Through the Southern Field ay nag-invest sa Agri-Nurture. And then, Attorney Martin Subido is in Agri-Nurture, Earthright, Greenergy, and Sunchamp. Antonio Chu and Brothers, of course, cliname nyo na po kanina na yung 3-Star Capital, yung Greenergy, Agri-Nurture, at saka Sunchamp, no? And then all of these companies, iniikot niya yung pera niya. No? One of them invests in the other invests in the other. paikot, no? If we look of how much money you really have, it will be much less than what is projected here because it's one to the other, no?
Depende yan, Your Honor, on how you... meron ang financial statement naman po natin, lahat yan audited by the top audit firms.
Okay.
We're under strict corporate governance.
Yes, but walang financial audit ni Mr. Chu. Financial audit to lahat ng mga kumpanya.
Yeah, financial
And
audit.
as CEO, and you said that you're the majority shareholder, but we saw that there are other shareholders and there are people holding it.
Yeah.
So meaning you can own the holding company, pero diluted ka rin pala dun sa iba or kung sino-sino din may-ari.
Depende
No?
yan sa percentage.
Yes.
Ang publicly listed company, hindi mo naman talaga pag-aari ang 100% dahil may publiko dyan.
That's right. But in your case, mga 20% lang ang float eh, di ba? Mga 80%, kayo-kayo din ng mga may-ari.
Greenergy float is about close to 30 to 40%. Greenergy is about 20+%.
Okay. So can we go to the next slide?
Your Honor, may I clarify the last slide?
Go ahead. Can we go back to the last slide so that Mr. Chu can say something?
I think there is no link between Agri-Nurture and Tomas Lopez because Tomas Lopez is an independent director with one nominal share.
That's yes, but he is as a director, he votes.
Yes.
And if let's go to the next slide. No? Ito po ang sinasabi ko. This person, Vice President Jojo Binay, will bind everything together so far sa hearing, no? That's why we want him here. We're inviting him here para makapagpaliwanag siya dahil so far every time sumasagot siya sa media at may lumalabas katulad kagabi, sabi niya hindi kanya masyadong kilala, no? And then lumalabas pala pati party list, magkasama yun yung pamilya, di ba? Totoo bang 3 beses lang kayo nagkita sa since nagkakilala kayo?
Totoo po, Your Honor. I can even swear na 3 beses lang kami nagkita.
So since nagkakilala kayo ng year 2000, in 14 years, 3 beses lang kayo nagkita kahit na sobrang attached, no? Yung inyong mga kakilala at inyong mga businesses.
Yung party list po ay ambisyon ng kapatid ko. Wala po akong hilig sa politika. At
And nagkataon lang na mga partners din ni Binay ang kasama mo sa party list. Nakasama mo rin sa negosyo.
Hindi ko po kasama sa party list. Hindi po ako involved doon.
Okay.
Yeah. And clarification, Your Honor, I did not supply hospital bed to City of Makati.
No, we'll go to that, okay? That's why I put that para makasagot. In fact, kulang pa nga tong kay Attorney Martin Subido, di ba, sir? Because you're a director in a couple of companies. But you'll confirm, di ba? You said kliyente nyo si VP Binay.
Your Honor, with respect to my involvement in all of the companies of Tony Chu, it is a standard practice in any corporation, a holding company that has subsidiaries, that the corporate counsel or the corporate secretary of the parent company is also a director or a corporate secretary or the corporate counsel of its subsidiaries.
Hindi yun ang lumalabas eh. Ang lumalabas nung pumasok ang mga Binay or yung lumabas yung mga property, saka kayo pumasok as directors. Nung una, CorSec kayo. We will show that, no?
With due respect, Your Honor, I have been a director and corporate secretary of Agri-Nurture since 2004. I have been a director of Greenergy since 2010.
Yes.
So my connection goes way, way back before this incident that you're mentioning.
We will show, as I showed kanina dun sa Sunchamp and everything, pag naglilipitan ng properties, naglilipatan din ng directors. But it has been established that you are a good friend of Mr. Chu and you were in some of those companies. Pero hindi pa naglilipatan ng pera during that time.
Your Honor, my entry in Sunchamp
So it's personal,
in
ano?
relation to the entry of Greenergy, of which I am a director, the general counsel,
Okay.
and corporate secretary.
So what you're saying, Attorney Subido, no, is that wala kang personal investment sa mga companies na to.
In these companies, Your Honor, none.
And your law
except-
office, wala rin investments dito.
I have shares, Your Honor, in Agri-Nurture for around 200,000, which I acquired prior to listing.
Okay.
Your Honor.
And your law office doesn't also have investments here.
The law office, no, Your Honor.
So will you be willing to waive the bank secrecy law and look at the bank accounts of your law office?
No, Your Honor.
Okay. Why not? Are you hiding anything?
No, Your Honor. Our
Sabay,
law office,
sabay tayo. I will open my bank accounts.
Your Honor, our law office
tell-
represents other clients which as you know, is the practice in the legal profession
that's
that
it.
it also accepts deposits from clients, and that I will do a disservice to my clients if I do that, Your Honor.
Well, let us exclude all other clients. Let us look only at two entities, the Choose and the Be Nice, as far as your law office is concerned.
Your Honor, I do not think you can do a piecemeal evaluation to get a good
No,
picture,
we can
Your
get
Honor.
the Office of the Ombudsman. We can get someone from BSP. We don't even have to be there, and someone from AMLAC and a representative of your law office. Buksan natin, tingnan lang natin kung may flow in or out from the Choose companies, from your law office, and then from the Be Nice.
Again, Your Honor, I will have
Ayaw
to
niya i-waive.
invoke our
Kasi katabi mo
bank secrecy.
si Attorney JV, kung ano-anong binibintang sa amin, partners mo yung nag-file sa amin ng kaso, di ba? Kay Attorney Bundal, hindi pala partners, classmates nyo ni Congresswoman Abby Binay, si Mr. Vera, di ba?
I do not think Rod Vera is a classmate of
Yeah,
Abigail,
but kasama
she is
natin
my
sa,
classmate,
di ba may
Your Honor.
Friday Club si Congresswoman Binay, kung saan may konting handaan, may nagmamadyong, may mga tao, and
Oh, yeah.
naiimbita kami paminsan-minsan, nagkikita tayo doon. And Mr. Vera is there, di ba?
I do not recall Rod Vera always being there, but I saw a picture of him once being there.
Okay.
Uh,
So now, that's what Mr. Bautista is saying. So sabi ko, para malaman ng publiko, because the Vice President is going around, ito lang weekend yung staff namin may katabi, sabi, Tagig, Cayetano ka ba? Di ba yun yung kinasuhan ng plunder? So tinanong ng staff namin, bakit niyo po nasabi yun? Eh kasi galing sa amin si Vice President Binay at mga tao nila. Yun ang sinasabi, wag makinig kay Trillanes at kay Cayetano kasi may kasong plunder yon. So, yun ang kinakalat nila. Kaya nga sabi namin, let's be fair. Buksan nyo bank account nyo, buksan namin amin. If Senator Nancy moves for a subcommittee in the Blue Ribbon para imbestigahan ako at si Senator Trillanes, payag ako. Kasi yung mga final nyo, walang kwenta at ang daling lampasan eh. Walang overprice, walang plunder. Ang ombudsman po ngayon nag-iimbestiga. Bawat isang empleyado ng Tagig accounted for. Walang ghost employees. Pero yung mga kaklase nyo at mga grupo nyo ang nagpa-file. But having said that point, Mr.
Your Honor,
Chair,
please. Well,
For the record, hindi nyo partner si Attorney Vera.
classmate at
no, Your
barkada.
Honor. He's a classmate
Hindi
of
partner.
mine among one of...
And Mr. Chair, a regular attendee of the Friday Club when Congresswoman Binay still lived in Dasmariñas Village,
with
but
due
they moved
respect, Your
already.
Honor, I do not think he's
I'm a
regular
personal witness
attendee.
because sinusundo ko yung wife ko doon.
Anyway,
pag-
you're not in a position to confirm or to deny that, Attorney Sibido. Pero yung, whether
Ay,
Attorney
Mr.
Vera
Chair.
is a partner, hindi.
No, Mr.
No,
Chair,
he's not
he
a
is in a
partner,
position to confirm it dahil nandun siya tuwing Friday.
I am not there every
Nakikita kami.
Friday, Your Honor.
Not every Friday, syempre, sa buong 50 weeks, but madalas. Madalas. Hindi ko
Not that
nasasabihin.
often, Your Honor.
Okay, sige. Anyway,
And
it's
if-
not the issue eh. Next slide, please. Mr. Chu, hindi nyo lang abogado, hindi nyo lang kliyente. Ang opisina ng iyong holding company na supposedly lahat to, ay dun din po. Sa same address or sa same building, same floor po ng law office.
Normal practice po yan sa business sector na pag nag-incorporate ng company in lieu of the speed, ay ginagamit mo temporarily.
Let me confirm, Mr. Chair, that this is normal practice pag mag-open ka pa lang ng firm pero naghihigpit na po ang SEC. Gagamitin mo yung law office at yung address. Pero pag naging daan milyon at naging billion na yung kumpanya mo, hindi ka na magkukuripot na wala kang opisina man lang na separate at wala kang sariling staff and everything. This was incorporated, sir, in 2011 and it's supposed to contain, let me finish, sir, tapos makasagot kayo, no? It's supposed to contain billions of pesos. Pero kayo sa opisina ng law office, kung saan sila din ang mga direktor, kung saan ang sinasabi, dun tinago ang pera ni Binay. So aside from answering this, let me ask you directly, yung 1 billion ba, pera ba ni VP Binay yun?
Your Honor, never ako tumanggap ng pera kahit kanino man na other than the foreign investor. Pangalawa, yung standard practice po natin is to incorporate the company using the law firm's address and nominees for convenience. And as of today, Earthright Holdings is just a holding company, wala pong activity. So it doesn't make sense to establish a new office just for the purpose of having a new address.
Yes, it doesn't make sense in any of your many other businesses na pwede kayong mag-house, no? But having said that, hindi ko po tinanong if you ever accepted. I'm asking if that 1 billion is Binay money. No? You said,
No.
No. So he's not the foreign investor. Hindi yan yung pera na pinaikot-ikot lang.
I want to know the identity of that foreign investor. Can you give us the complete name of that foreign investor?
The name of the foreign investor is Black River Food Fund. It's a private equity firm fully owned by world's largest agricultural company called Cargill. I'm not at the liberty to disclose any other information from them, but they're definitely one of the world's best.
Is that the Black River Capital Partners Food Fund Holdings?
Correct, sir.
So yan yung complete name.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
But Mr. Chair, as the gentleman already testified, ang investor ay pwede maglagay sa Black River and ang Black River ang maglagay sa kumpanya niya. So it's not necessarily the Black River or the head company, the owners, who have invested in their company. And madalas niyang gamitin na standard practice yan. Standard practice din po yan. Lalo kung hindi gusto malaman kung sino talaga ang may-ari. I have one more point to make, Mr. Chair, but baka maubusan ng oras. And to be fair, no, I think Mr. Bautista has been speaking in the media, Attorney Bautista, and he has a lot to say, and we will give him. And don't worry, you can say, I will not move that you be held in contempt because it's your right to say what you feel about all of this, Mr. Bautista. May I just ask that he be put under oath, and number two, he speaks on his personal knowledge. So if you want to speak about Stop Oplan Nognog, it has to be your personal knowledge.
Before we go to Attorney Bautista, Attorney Certeza, just in case you want to say something. Pwedeng wala rin. Kasi,
Your Honor, can I clarify one thing?
Sige, Attorney Chup. Mr. Chup.
I did not represent anything about the Black River Food Fund's practice. So it was Senator Cayetano's point of view that they can do that.
Mr. Chair, I asked you earlier in the hearing. Sabi ko, hindi ba, Mr. Chu, because it's an equity fund, di ba, pwede ka maglagay doon.
Ang sagot ko po sa inyo kanina.
Sa usual equity funds.
Ang sasagot ko po sa inyo kanina, ang usual equity fund, pwede po mag-invest sa akin, tatanggapin ko, kahit kayo mag-i-invest, tatanggapin ko. Pero kung ano yung practice ng Black River, I'm not at the liberty to represent them.
My apologies, Mr. Chairman. Just one last point because you mentioned it. Sabi nyo hindi kayo nag-supply ng beds. Can you go to slide number 59? Hindi po ba yung ani yan dati ang Mabuhay 2000 Enterprise?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. Slide 61. Sabi nyo po kanina yung Mabuhay 2000 supplies both agricultural inputs, products, and hospital equipment. Hindi nyo sinupply ito sa City of Makati?
Never. I sold it. I had one transaction with Apollo Medical. Apollo Medical is the one that had the controversial transaction with Makati.
Kasi if you go to the slide 60, ang lumabas po sa COA audit is iba. Mabuhay 2000 Enterprise had a joint venture with Mr. Tai, is that Mong or Meng? Tai Meng, a Taiwanese group, and several Filipino entrepreneurs whose main line of business is manufacturing, trading of agricultural equipment, rice mill equipment, and conveyor system. Annex 87. If you look at the Annex 87, diba, most probably will show that it was Mabuhay 2000 who entered sa bidding and everything. And let me go to slide...
Correction, Your Honor. I never entered in any bidding with with the City of Makati or even any other LGU or government agency as of today.
So it was the Apollo. Okay.
I guess so.
But you confirm, eto mga produkto na ito?
Yes, Your Honor. At that time, we sold it to Apollo Medical.
Sige. And let's... The next sentence lang po. Ito po. Sa COA report to. Mr. Antonio Chu verbally admitted that they were the ones who supplied the hospital beds purchased and delivered to the hospital ng Makati.
Your Honor, I did supply the hospital bed that Apollo Medical bidded and supplied to hospital ng Makati.
Okay. Then can we go to slide 64? So yung COA audit price was 9,000, ang bili ng City of Makati was 148,000. So you confirm na ang benta mo sa Apollo is only 9,000?
I believe the documents that I submitted were all properly documented in the Office of the Ombudsman.
Yes, but more or less, sabi mo, during the time, eto ang business mo eh.
Yeah, hindi ko na, ano na ho yan, sir, that's more than 10 years.
Oh, pero 2 buwan na tong issue na to't nabanggit yung pangalan mo, hindi mo man lang tinignan kung naisahan ka ba ng Apollo or kasama ka ba doon. So wala kang hint kung ang 148,000 sounds right or if it's really 9,000?
Wala po akong wala po
Kanina
akong-
kasi sir, pati yung mga 96, 94, 2000, naaalala mo eh. Pagdating dito na eto yung deal with Makati at eto yung
I have never
nadala.
Okay.
Okay.
have any deal with
next
Makati.
next slide. Ito po is another of the bed, 545,000. Ito na lang tanong ko sa inyo. Sa lahat ng binenta niyong hospital bed, did you ever have a bed in that year, 2,000, worth kalahating milyon?
Wala po.
Wala. Okay. Next slide. Ito naman po yung orthopedic bed ba to? Orthopedic bed, 480,000. Ang COA price was 24,000. So, what's your comment na Apollo ang nag-overprice? You just sold to Apollo.
Legitimate po ang transaction ko. Actually, pinasalamatan pa ako ng ombudsman for complying with his requirement of submitting all the pertinent documents.
And this was just a coincidence. You never met the Binies during that time.
Never.
And after that, they never went to you during their court case or hindi kayo nagkakilala. Basta talagang after a while na lang, bigla na lang nagkadikit-dikit ang inyong buhay.
Through Martin Subido. After Martin created the law firm with Congresswoman Binay, that's the only time I have
Na nagkaganon.
the first encounter with
Sige, Mr. Chair, in the interest of time.
Mr. Chairman,
Senator
just like,
Trillanes.
thank you. Just like to ask Attorney, is the Vice President Bina himself a partner in your law firm?
No, Your Honor.
So his admission during the interview.
I'm not aware of the interview.
So, but who else are the members of your law firm?
Professor Ruben Balane, myself, Attorney Claro Certeza, Maribert Pahente, Misty Mendoza, Abby Binay, Trixie Alvarez, and then associates, Your Honor.
Okay. Okay. Thank you. Now, let me ask Mr. Tony Chu. What's the name of your bank in Quezon City?
Wala po akong bank sa Quezon City, Your Honor. But I do own a rural bank called Agricultural Bank of the Philippines.
So, wala kang account sa BDO Banawe?
Meron po.
Oh. Well, so where's that?
That's a bank secrecy, Your Honor. I do have
Well, I asked you if you...
You're asking me if I
Yes.
own a bank. You didn't say I have bank account.
Okay. Sige. So, may account ka sa BDO Banawe. Sometime in July, meron ka bang winidraw dito sa bangko na ito? May naalala ka in cash?
I'm not waiving any bank secrecy law protection, Your Honor.
Well, you're not. Pero kasi 'di ba? You've been very upfront. So, would you happen to at least give us an idea that how much money you withdrew at the time?
Your Honor, I'm not at the liberty to disclose anything about banking transaction.
Okay. Well, just to inform the subcommittee, Mr. Chairman, meron kami mga testigo na magsasabi that Mr. Tony Chu withdrew hundreds of millions of pesos in cash in that bank. Would you confirm that, Mr. Tony Chu?
Your Honor, do you have any documents to prove?
No. I'm just asking you. I'm asking you. You're not allowed to ask me. Okay. Mr. Tony Chu? Di ba?
I invoke my right for
Okay.
bank
Ayun ang
privacy.
maliwanag. Yun ang maliwanag. Okay, anyway. Si Senator Cayetano mentioned earlier that he would tolerate Attorney J.B. Bautista, but I may not. Okay? So I am forewarning Attorney J.B. Bautista that I may not tolerate your antics. So we may give you that opportunity, but you're bound by certain rules and decorum here.
Mr. Chair, may I ask Attorney Bautista?
Before we go to Attorney Bautista, well, the Chair would like to inform Senator Trillanes that I have been informed by our lawyers here that Mr. Chu invoked a non-existent right. So you want to leave him at that, or you want to insist that he answer? Or?
So you don't have that right pala, Mr. Tony Chu. So only the banks can invoke that.
No, Your Honor, as the citizen of the Republic of Philippines, I have my right not to disclose any financial information to anybody.
Let me clarify, Mr. Chair. The bank secrecy law prohibits bank employees and others from revealing the details and transactions of an individual. But when you come here to the Senate, you may be asked and you may be required to reveal certain information as long as it doesn't violate your constitutional rights. For example, usually the BIR, some BIR filings are confidential. Some findings by the Anti-Money Laundering Board is confidential. But during the impeachment, when the ombudsman or the COA was asked directly, they have a MOA for the information sharing, they were told to reveal it. But usually, Mr. Chair, we exercise some restraint in order not to affect the banking system, etc. But technically, it's true that it's not like a constitutional right, sir, that you can say, I have a right to remain silent, or I have a right, katulad ho nung lawyer-client relation privilege. No, it's the lawyer who will claim that, not you. Kasi ikaw yung client eh. You can decide to reveal it, and we can ask you to reveal it. But anyway, Mr. Chair, we have
we'll give Mr. Chu time to consult his lawyer to invoke a proper right, or give us a good reason why you're not answering, that you be excused from answering the question.
While Mr. Chairman, while Mr. Chu is consulting with his lawyers, I'd just like to say that I'm asking this question in relation to money laundering activities, because I noticed the timing of the supposed infusion of capital and the sale and the withdrawal of the massive withdrawal of Mr. Chu.
When was that? July, what year?
July of 2014. And witnesses would attest to that, Mr. Chairman.
Okay, Mr. Chu, please state for the record the right that you are invoking, or the good reason that you are giving the subcommittee for refusing to answer or to be excused from answering the question.